Ha! Infinite Inventory, that's what we are. I'm your host, though.
My name is Reggie.
Oh, weird way to enter it. Reggie, there's not much to talk about this week.
Man, there's plenty of stuff to talk about. It's just always shit we don't care about.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you see our other videos, we like to talk about big and better topics and stuff that are interesting to you, but to us, we usually pick the ones that are gonna like affect the gaming world in general. So I kind of want to talk about that more today in general.
Okay.
So basically, this episode, all it really is that we're gonna talk about what games are changing. Typically big ones that are coming down the year that I think are pretty interesting that might change the format of a lot of genres there, specifically games like Final Fantasy 15 in general.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we got, 3 weeks before the game drops.
Exactly.
And in November. Big deal. It's a really big deal because, especially for JRPGs. I mean, me and you both kind of grew up playing JRPGs.
Yeah, man.
PS2, Dreamcast, loved them.
Exactly.
Last 10 years or so, JRPGs have been pretty trash.
And I mean, is it really a fault to anything in terms of otherwise? I mean, we face it now that the genres kind of changed in terms of what is an RPG in terms of like turn-based, the original stuff that we used to of course to action-based where, you know, it's changing stuff up and whatnot, you know.
Here's the thing that I've been saying for a long time. The JRPG itself, or the structure of it, didn't evolve with us. Everything else kind of evolved. Like the Western RPG evolved.
Yeah.
It got crazier. I mean, they still follow the, like, you can still tell what a Western RPG is with all the decisions, you know, and you know the fantasy look. But with JRPGs have always been like really stylish and like really cool. But the thing is, they're mechanic-wise, I always feel like they kind of stayed in the past. And with Final Fantasy 15, you can't really call 15 a JRPG because it's an action RPG-ish
But
game.
it has a Final Fantasy title on it. And
So
with
it
this
immediately gets
coming,
defaulted. Yeah.
Exactly. With this coming out, and just having all this backing for it in terms of freaking people wanting to play it, it's been out, like, been talked about for years and years on end.
10.
Exactly.
10 years.
Like, when this game hits, is this going to be an amazing game? We've got to play the demo. We've got to, you know, try it out and stuff. Everyone's got their feet wet and stuff, you know? But this world's massive. The graphics is great. Freaking dialogue, story building, everything else.
So here's the thing. Everything seems to be, the planets seem to be aligned for this game to get its 10 out of 10s from everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But it's in that 10-year curse. I feel like it could suffer from the 10-year curse. A lot of games that took like 5+ years, 6+ years that we kept hearing about over and over again, always came out to be ass, and we just don't know why. Be it, this game has been technically 3 different games over those 10 years, constantly starting from the ground up and coming back. Final Fantasy 15, and then when, you know, from Versus 13 to 15, that was a big deal. Like that's a completely different game at that point, is how we saw it, how we took it. It wasn't a side story from 13.
I honestly wanted for how Versus looked in general there, how crazy he was jumping around doing all the crazy shit like that.
It seemed like a much darker game.
But now they changed it a little bit different, and I miss the other girls and stuff. But back to the matter at hand, will this change it? If you play this game, do you think this is going to change how you view on RPGs, and will this progress RPGs for the market, for that matter?
Here's the hard part. For 15 for me, is I kind of stayed away from a lot of the footage that was shown. There's 20-minute gameplay footage out there. I'm just trying to stay.
You can play it right now.
You know, I saw the movie, I saw Kingsglaive, you know, and I seen a little bit of the anime. You know, I got all the little side information, but I stayed away from the game. I played the demo, but with Final Fantasy 15, all I can say at this point is I hope and I pray that it does change the JRPG genre. You know, I mean, what about you? Do you think this is the next coming?
Honestly, with this game coming out now, I've already got the Deluxe Edition, got the Season Pass and everything else. I'm strapped in to go ahead and do this or whatever.
Okay.
And from what I played already and the tweaks I've been doing to the game, I think this game can go really far. Now, if it's going to change the genre of it, it's going to set a new standard for it, for world building, basically the gameplay it has there, basically how the setting is and stuff. I really don't know. I don't think it'll do anything like that because we have so many other types of RPGs, but we don't know.
But all eyes are on Final Fantasy. If it does do that, then I mean, we're gonna issue in that slew. But if it fails, I feel like that's a really big deal as well.
It really is. It really is. Well, another big deal
is its cousin. I already know what you're gonna say.
What?
Last Guardian.
Last Guardian. So yeah,
another 10 years.
So we're gonna be playing that. We're gonna be playing
Immediately after Final Fantasy 15.
But I mean, it's like literally a week after that.
Exactly.
And then we're gonna play that. So here's the problem: is that going to be overshadowed? I mean, obviously it's going
By 15?
Yeah, by 15, exactly.
I feel, okay, yeah, maybe it's gonna probably hurt it a little bit, but I feel like everyone that wanted Last Guardian is already ready to get Last Guardian.
Dog, man. I want that dog.
It's gonna die. I don't know what that thing is. It's gonna die.
But see, and that's like, that's one thing I was like, oh man, it's another one of those, artsy games or whatever, like you were with Ico or something else like that. Not so much like an artistic style.
But it's supposed to make you feel emotion. You can definitely tell. I mean, it's an art.
And those type of games don't really exist a lot anymore. Like we get a small amount.
A lot of them are indie.
Exactly.
That's the issue.
Indie. Indie games. Play Undertale. Marcus loves it. But with that being said, the Last Guardian and this coming out, I was like, man, am I going to play these back and forth? Because I honestly want to beat freaking 15 because everyone and their mom was going to play it. But I also want to play this
Last Guardian. Here's the thing about Last Guardian. I can't be a culprit of not really paying too much attention to its development cycle when it kind of came back into the limelight.
You hate animals.
I love animals, actually. I want to fight cats, though. But Last Guardian what I was saying about 15, the 10-year curse, man. Like, after a certain point, is the game still going to be solid? Is it still going to be good when it finally comes out? It wasn't going to be overshadowed by its own hype and our own thoughts of what the game is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, like 15, we know that game has changed 3 times, changing hands and all this such. But with Last Guardian,
it's been kind of whatever there. Well, I mean, you talk about time-wise there. One other game that's already out in Japan and stuff, we got Persona. We talked about that on the show back and forth there. Persona coming out over here and whatnot.
I've left that game alone simply because I don't want a single spoiler.
Exactly.
I don't want to see reviews. I don't want to see Japanese opinions. I don't want to watch streams of it.
And I feel like that game's going to prosper as well there, especially since we were waiting for another Persona game after Golden and Persona 4 after rehashing over and over again like they normally do there. But for Persona there, another question is that's a turn-based RPG as well, And
Persona is going to prosper if 15 if 15 does good, that's going to do nothing but help Persona at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, but are you going to lean more towards the kind of action-based for RPGs, or do you want the old school turn-based with new enhancements, making it faster paced, making it more interesting?
I like turn-based. The thing is, I'm always for new mechanics. So for me as a consumer, I would buy both. Can I say that for everybody? Not everybody likes turn-based. A lot of people don't like turn-based, actually. A lot of people want for the game to be constantly interactive, and they always have control of everything.
And you got those other people who really like turn-based and feel sad about Final Fantasy VII Remake that's not going to be.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. I still don't agree with that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. See, with 15, when it comes to that there, I think the standard of what it is, if a lot of people like this is what it's going to be for the Final Fantasy series, and maybe change back and forth for other small things. But in terms of maybe RPGs, I think this is going to help RPGs be on the map in general.
Or JRPGs. The RPG, I mean, we're strong with RPGs. I mean, we had The Witcher come out.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Mass Effect coming out.
Yeah.
RPGs are going strong, but I need my JRPGs to realign and come to this next generation.
Exactly. Infinity! Anyway, so we really talked about pretty much how the industry is going to kind of change in terms of RPGs, and that was really the focus of this episode, I guess. I don't know.
But you're not happy about Dishonored 2?
Forget it.
Forget
it.
Dishonored 2.
No, I don't like it. Did you like Watch? You want to play Watch Dogs too?
Not really.
Yeah, exactly. All right. These are games we probably could have talked about with you guys. But anyway, that's it for us today. I'm your host, O.
My name is Reggie.
And we'll see you later.
Not yet. Not yet.
What?
You're not going anywhere because they haven't liked, shared, and subscribed.
Oh
yet.
yeah.
Tell your friends.
Do that as well, please.
And now you have my permission to turn this video off.
Bye, guys.